Perfect.
Sean P. Diddy Combs. I alluded to it earlier, man. He's been going through some things. The Cassie case happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last episode we did, and then as soon as you left, he settled it. As soon as you left, I had to go back and record something to talk about it. But now the latest thing there were 2 new allegations. I spoke about them on the last episode. Both dating back from the 90s. Not looking great. And this week we saw Sean P. Diddy Combs steps down temporarily as Revolt chairman amid sexual abuse allegations.
Damn, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, stepped down as the chairman. I believe he owns the station, the channel, right? If I'm not.
I thought he did.
Yeah, so I think he's just stepping down from the board, which they said he actually had no operational or day-to-day role at the network. But they kind of want to separate themselves from it because they don't see exactly where it's going. But that's big because that's big, his company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You think this is because of the De Leon lawsuit? You think this is all like, yo, they was... You want to f with us? we got some dirt on you, Diddy. Like, he pissed somebody off this year, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Obviously the Cassie situation that opened up the door. I mean, because once he settled, had he not settled, you probably wouldn't have seen those other ones come down the pipeline.
Which is crazy because if he would have waited a week, the deadline was over. But he didn't want to wait a week of how much was going to come out. We didn't even really hit the tip of the iceberg.
I didn't even think about that. His lawyers, they ain't giving him the good strategy. He should have waited.
He should have, but we heard some bad stuff. Like, we didn't even talk about the freak offs. So whatever the freak offs is, like, I guess when he would have other dudes come to, like, mess with Cassie.
I mean, I heard about that.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a name. Like, what the fuck? But it's just like that. Nah, but the other shit is crazy. Like the Aaron Hall story from the new allegation is the lady.
I didn't hear nothing about the new one.
Okay, so there was 2 of them. One of them was a young lady named Joy Dickerson said she went out on a date with P. Diddy. I don't know, at some point she feels like she was drugged on the date. They went back to his apartment and she said that sexual assault happened.
I believe that was very common back then in the 90s and in the 80s.
What is it, drugging? What, you think he drugged? Well, not that. You think he drugged. I'm not saying that. You saying that.
Even the 2000s rappers talking about slipping mollies and all that. You don't think they was doing that shit in the 80s and the 90s? Hell yeah. Big time.
Those are the allegations. I mean, we're not saying that. Yeah. I want to just make that clear. But that was the allegations that he's facing. Also, so then the other one was, I think, a young lady said her and her friend went back with Aaron Hall and P. Diddy after a show of some sort. He was Puff Daddy back then. Aaron Hall was messing with the other girl, and then they kind of coerced her to mess with Puff Daddy. I don't know what that means. But she basically said she didn't really want to, but she didn't say that was it. But then she said Aaron Hall then came in afterwards and forced himself upon her. And then she found out that, I guess, like, Puff Daddy went to the other room that she alleges and did something to her friend. And then said a few days after that he came to her apartment in kind of like a way to like intimidate her and actually physically assaulted her.
Oh, damn.
To not speak about what happened. These are her allegations, once again. None of this has been proven or not proven in a court of law, so we definitely want to let the legal system pay out. But those are the allegations he's facing, and I mean, that's messy. But it's... Did you see the Aaron Hall, like, clips that have been coming out? Oh, you didn't even know about the Aaron Hall thing, so it's... If I could find it, man, I don't even want to... Hold on. Because basically, what all this has caused is a lot of, like, old footage of just Diddy... Like, the week of the Cassie thing, a lot of people were just pulling up old footage of Diddy and Cassie, like, oh, wait, we thought this was joking around. What was really happening there? I guess there was sometimes she had a busted lip or something like that. So now people are just going crazy on the internet because, like, they just pulling up pictures of Diddy with little kids, talking about, yo, what's going on here? Like, don't, you know what I mean? They just making it as crazy as they could make it.
I'm a fucking... to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch...
I'm like, bro. What are you doing? Like, I I don't get it, bro. Like on camera, like on Vlad. I don't know if they got him drunk. I don't know what it is. He's in his zone, bro. He going crazy. Like he got one that they got on here.
So obviously, like he's one of the people Vlad pays to do interviews.
I think that might have been a one-off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he was letting it go. Like this one's titled Aaron Hall. I took her and fucked her. Like, bro, that's just not great when you facing allegations. Like to just have this and you just talking clear as day on an interview. Like now the one, it's ironic that Vlad TV keep coming up and to bite niggas in the ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like. I don't know how. Nah, I gotta give Vlad his props. How you get people so comfortable to just want to just open up on a fucking?
I don't know.
That's crazy. You are Oprah Winfrey mixed with Barbara Walters. How do you just get people to just be that shit can just come back and just be used against them? That's nuts, bro.
Perfect.
Diddy said enough is enough. He said, I'm speaking out after his fourth accuser has come forward with some crazy allegations of assault, trafficking against him, his former associate Harv Pierre, and a third person as well. It's not looking great for Diddy, you know what I mean? But he's like, I had enough, and he wrote that in his Instagram post. He wrote, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Now, for y'all who don't know, past couple of weeks have been crazy for your boy Diddy. Back on November 16th, Cassie accused him of sexual assault, trafficking, domestic violence. After he quickly settled that case, 2 other accusers have come out against Mr. Combs. On November 28th, Diddy stepped down temporarily as the chairman of Revolt, the TV station. And on December 6th, Diddy's 4th accuser came forward with allegations against him, Harv Pierre, and a third individual labeled as third assailant. I'm not sure why Diddy came out with a statement. I'm not sure if his lawyers advised him to do that or maybe advised him not to do that. It was surprising to see that because sometimes, you know what I mean, they tell you just be quiet, let this play out in the court of law. You're trying to win the court of public opinion. But, you know what I mean, I guess Diddy got tired of all the 50 Cent posts, of all the memes, of all the jokes out there and felt like he had to do something. If Diddy is guilty of what he's being accused of, then, you know what I mean, I hope he gets whatever's coming to him. But if it's not, and then you just going through something and really just facing the court of public opinion, my advice, just fall back for a little bit, dog. Go somewhere, let time play its course, because that seems to be, I was telling somebody earlier, but that seems to be the trend, is that if you take some time away, people tend to forget, and somehow that turns into forgiveness. And I'm saying that with air quotes for the people listening on the podcast, not watching on the YouTube. Y'all need to get over to YouTube and watch though. Yeah, because it really isn't forgiveness, but it just seems like after something's not in the headlines for so many weeks, you know what I mean, that sentiment kind of changes. So we gonna see this one play out. I'm getting tired of reporting on Diddy every week, to be honest with you, because it's like, oh, it's just something new. Full disclosure, I was a huge fan of Diddy when I was younger, when I was a kid, you know what I mean, of just like the Puff Daddy movement, for y'all who don't know, in that time in popular culture was huge, you know what I'm saying? My man went from being a producer to just being a superstar to dropping a rap album of his own, you know what I mean, being part of one of the biggest rap rivalries ever in history, in hip-hop's 50 years history, you know what I mean, being a part of that. So definitely trendsetter, definitely somebody that made noise, but it just goes to show you, no matter how talented you are, the way you treat people always comes back. And I'm not saying Puffy's guilty. I'm not saying he's did anything that he's being accused of, but it does speak volumes when there's a lot of people coming out speaking against you and not too many people speaking up for you. Perfect Talk is what it do. It's your guy DJ Playboy holding it down for the Perfect Talk podcast, man. Thank you so much for checking out this short clip. If you like what you see, go check out the full episodes right there. Also hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, hop in the comments, baby.